Well, this door is in a right state. I mean, you can see the post, it's just rotten, and basically this whole fence needs to be sorted. The thing is, I don't want to put anything solid because obviously it will block the afternoon light into the polytunnel. So I'll have to think about that, and obviously it's all overgrown and nettles and things, so I'll have to think of something that can grow down here. We've got this elder tree, so that's a good thing, but don't know what to put here. Really don't want to put a hedge like all the others, and I don't want to put a fence in, so we'll have to think of something. There is an elder tree here, so that will be useful, having elderflower wine in the summer, hopefully. This dilapidated old polytunnel is an eyesore looking at it from outside, but I'm going to take that down and rebuild it. So let's go in and have a look at it from inside. Obviously looking at the allotment as you walk through the door is a bit of a shock, but it's a bit frightening. We'll get there, but we'll look at that later. Let's have a look at the polytunnel and the shed first. You can get a better look at them looking at it from this side. You can see both of them need a lot of work. There's not a lot left of the polytunnel that's fixable. The shed needs a lot of repair work, and there's a lot of rubbish around it that needs to be cleared out. Polytunnel. It's in a bit of a state again, full of rubbish, weeds. The tunnel itself is collapsed and torn, so it's basically very little that's there salvageable, so I'll just have to build one from scratch. And the shed, it's standing up, that's the best I can say for it. It's obviously needs some TLC, putting some windows in. This window wobbles, all the glass in there is not secure, so it's only a couple of nails holding it in place, so it does rattle around, and that will eventually break. And this one also, when it's windy, blows around quite a bit. So what I might do is just force it into place and just nail it shut, so that, you know, once I put the glass in there, I don't want it to sort of go backwards and forwards and snap. And you can see that one's cracked and the other two have fallen out, so it's easy just to put that, just nail it shut. That gutter looks like it's going the wrong way. It should be leaning down. It's a bit wonky at this end, but it's actually, if I put a level on it, it actually is going the wrong way, so I need to sort that out first. Some roof tiles need sorting. Right, the first order of the business, I think, is to sort out the mess in this shed, get rid of all this rubbish, and get it all taken away, and then that gives me a bit of clean space, tidy space to put things and arrange things. I might for the moment just chuck some of this stuff into the polytunnel, as that's a complete write-off, so I'll get the shed out this weekend, try and get this cleared out this weekend. There's a lot of weeds, the roof is in a bit of a state, so that's going to take some work to fix that. The shed door and the frame are both old and rotten. It's best to get them replaced rather than try and repair this because it's so old that it's just about falling apart. There is a lot of rubbish around all over the place. A really big mess to clean up all the way here. Right, lots of glass, right, even behind the shed, all sorts of rubbish. This hedge is going to need a lot of work. Obviously, looking at this, it's quite clear how much we can claim back by cutting the hedges back. You could probably get almost about a metre back by cutting the hedge, so that'll be a useful job to do next year. A big metal barrel, don't know what it's doing here, but I might find a use for it, possibly to burn all the brambles and weeds and stuff that I don't want to put in the compost. There is obviously a lot of grass and weeds to clear up, bits of rubbish, bricks, all sorts lying around all over the allotment that need to be cleared out. Various bits and pieces, I don't know what they're doing here. There are bits of rubbish under the hedges which need to be cleared out, and I'll probably find more when I cut the hedges back. I'll probably find some more rubbish. They might have been using this to hang their washing, I don't know, but probably been using it as some sort of trellis or plant support, so I might be able to use it for that. The ground is quite uneven. Once I've taken the weeds out, I'll have to level it out with either some soil or some wood chips or something, because there are huge great potholes here that you can't see at the moment, but as you walk through, you just fall into them. These rose plants will have to stay. I'll have to work around it and arrange the beds so that they stay in the middle of a bed. There's a lot of stuff to clear, weeds and grass and everything. I need to level the ground as well as I go along. Once I've pulled the weeds out, I might start with this area at the top just to get that cleared, and then I can put other stuff on there as I clear the rest of the allotment. In the corner between the polytunnel and the neighbour's shed, there is a lot of rubbish and brambles, and I don't know what I'm going to do with that. It's going to be difficult to try and grow anything in there because it's under a tree and it's shaded, so I might put a wildlife pond or something in there. In amongst all this rubbish, we've got what we think are fruit bushes. There's quite a few of them, so it's a case of move them now before they go into flower and bud out, or leave till the wait till the autumn. And I'm inclined to leave them till the autumn and see what's actually there and move what I need to move. At the bottom there's a tangled mass of brambles and we don't know what trees, so we'll just have to wait till the summer to find out what some of these trees are. But there's a lot of brambles to clear out of here, so we'll just have to do the best we can with this. And we've got some fruit trees at the back, which I didn't realise were actually on my plot, so I'll have to wait to see once they flower and fruit and see what they are. According to the lady next door, there's a plum in here, there's an apple. Right in amongst all this lot is a rhubarb plant. So again, we just don't know what's actually down here. Obviously the brambles have got to go, but there are other things like raspberries and blackcurrants in here, so we'll just have to leave them. I think the first job will be to tackle this hedge on the south, which will do two things. One, it will clear out all the brambles and get some sun in. The weeds have been allowed to proliferate, as you can see from the seed heads from this dock. There's a lot of weeds that have been spreading over the years, and there's a lot of seeds that's going to be in the ground that will come up over the years to come. So weeding is going to be a very big job over the next few years. Comfrey everywhere. Look at it. It's all over the place. There. A load of stuff round the old polytunnel. Big clumps of it everywhere. So we'll just have to work around it. A lot of weeds. And of course lots and lots of nettles. Oh, lovely. Good.